Hey guys, OJ Albina here, bringing you guys my week 3 battle of the IBL going against Gray or Jack and his Los Angeles Valienteis. Like I said in the team builder, very cool dude. Be sure to check him out if you haven't done so already. Played a couple different leagues with him, and from the few times I've talked to him, he's been super cool. But yeah, with that being said, if you did forget to peep or just haven't seen our team builder yet, I will link that in the description below. But a quick overview of the team we're bringing, just so you have a quick background knowledge jumping into the battle. We have a Edgequake, Roost, Defog, Archaeos with Ground DMZ. We have a Rindoberry, 3-attack Stealth Rock, Seismitoad, Mamoswine. We have a Bulk Up Mew with Low Kicks and Headbutt and Softball for recovery. We have a defensive Serena to check that Excadrill and the T-Tar to an extent. A mixed Expert Belt Greninja and a Swords Dance Bullet Punch Quick Attack Roost Mega Scizor here. So right off the bat, looking at our opponent's team, biggest threats to me, the Infernape terrifies me. The Noivern, I noticed as I got in this game, I really underprep for Noivern. I don't switch well into it, like, at all. My team doesn't really appreciate taking that thing on, like, whatsoever. As well as the Primarina, I don't switch into either. So my game plan going into this is to keep up as much offensive pressure and momentum as humanly possible. I don't think I can check his team defensively for a very long time, so I want to make sure that I'm keeping up constant offensive pressure, and, you know, forcing him to switch around and take the damage opposed to putting me in the back foot and stuff like that. So I do want to play aggressively this game. I am going to choose to lead off with my Archeops, as we're going to jump in right here. Being that Archeops outspent everything besides the Noivern, and I don't think the Noivern wants to risk me being a Scarf lead Archeops because it does have access to U-turn, a bunch of stuff like that. And it probably can't OHKO me in one hit anyways, even unless it's like Dragonium Z or something like that, because he is going to lead off with the Noivern. But again, not too big of a deal. I don't expect him to want to stay in on my Archeos because it is a huge threat to this thing, and as you can see before, it's really good. I totally forgot though, it gets Frisk, so it knows that I'm not Scarf, but at the same time, probably knows that I can't, he can't knock me out in one hit, regardless. So he's going to U-turn out right here, into, I believe, his Primarina right here. Now we're going to see, as we throw off a big Stone Edge right here, that this does around 50% and we don't see any leftovers. Now this doesn't give me too much information on this thing, other than this might be a roll to knock it out. So I am going to go for it again, because again I want to keep up offensive pressure, and we are able to knock out the Primarina on turn 2 with our Archeops, which is amazing, because again, we didn't switch into that thing at all. So right here, he's going to go into his Snorlax, and I'm going to go straight for a Stone Edge. He doubles out. He told me after the game he did this scouting for the knockoff because he had a 50% berry. He was a Gluttony set. He didn't want that being knocked off, but I am just going to go for the Stone Edge. I wanted to gauge damage, see how much I could do to the thing, as he goes right back into his Noivern. And we're able to knock out the Noivern on the subsequent turn right after we knocked out the Primarina, which is amazing because, again, 2 mons that I didn't switch into at all, probably 2 mons I underprepped for the most, are gone right away. So right here, he is going to go into his Infernape, and I'm going to pause right here because this is a turn I contemplated switching out on, because he brought this in bluffing hard Scarf, because he can knock me out if he's Scarf. Infernape's very strong, but I was actually doing the calcs, and due to just the little bit of defense investment we had, I think we can actually live a close combat from here. So if he wants to go for the close combat trying to knock us out, that's completely fine with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the Z-Ground. The reason I go for the Z-Ground, so saving it for something like the Tyranitar or something like that, is because even if I get knocked into defeatist range, the Z-Ground should knock out this Infernape, no matter what. And regardless, after that, my Archeops is going to be pretty useless anyways. But if I can knock out this Infernape with my Archeops and be up 5-3, even if I don't have this mon anymore, I'm completely fine with making that trade. Because again, Infernape is a monster versus my team. And if he is Scarf, it's great information to have, and I know I can live one from it. And we can scout and get some information right here. So I'm going to stay in, and I'm going to bust off my Z move, seeing that we are indeed faster, so he's not a Choice Scarf Infernape, and this should drop to this, unless he's very bulky Shuka, or he's Focus Sash Infernape. I am going to be able to throw off a big Tectonic Rage and get off what looks to be a KO on this Infernape, as we will see right here, after the big long Z move animation, that he was not Sash and he was not Shuka, so we are able to take out the Infernape, which is crazy that Archeops literally led off and killed 3 things. Like, absolutely insane to me. Right here, he's going to go back into his Snorlax. This time, I'm going to pull the switch out because I'm assuming him to want to try and get some curses. And I have my Bulk Up Mew in the back, which can come in and try and set up alongside this thing and potentially beat it 1v1 as long as we win the crit war. That's honestly my best way of beating this thing at this point, is, you know, chipping it into range. So he is going to go for the curse right here. Oh, revealing that he is a, you know, or curse lack or something like that. I am going to go for the bulk up right here, trying to boost up alongside him, as I believe he goes for another curse himself. So he is going to be one quick little turn ahead of me right here, as I am going to speed it up because this gets pretty long. We're going to go to 1.75. I'm going to go for a bulk up again. I'm going to try and get up to the same amount of health that he is at, as he goes for the facade right here. So it's good that we weren't like a Will-O-Wisp Mew or something like that, as he is going to get, we are going to get +3 as he goes to +3 himself. And I believe this next turn is when I throw off my first low kick to kind of gauge damage and see exactly where he is, because I assume for him to be a Gluttony set. As we're going to go for the low kick, surely he had a good amount of defense prior too, because just a standard showdown set that's more of a specially defensive Curse Lax was actually always to get KO'd by my bulk up right there. As I am going to choose to get up again, I'm going to go for a low kick. I'm going to pop his berry right here, as I believe he's going to get back up pretty high. He's going to go for another curse, and this is when I start boosting up again myself, because I don't want to let him get too boosted up ahead of me, as I kind of forced him into a turn where he needs to recycle right here, as he does do so as I get up a free bulk up, and I believe we're breaking about even right here now, because I'm going to go for another bulk up. I believe he goes for a curse himself, so this is going to be basically a matter of who crits himself, so crits first. So the early game we had right here, we were in such a commanding position, and to go like from that to, oh no, if we get crit, we lose this game, is actually really terrifying in all honesty. I'm going to keep going for low kicks. I'm going to force him into turns where he kind of needs to keep recycling and keep recycling. I am going to need to heal eventually. I might need to boost a little bit more. I forget if we're at +6 or not yet, but he's going to go for the low kick. I'm going to go for the low kick again. He goes to recycle, gets up a decent amount of health right here. As I believe I throw up another another low kick. Sorry, can't talk. It's moving a lot faster than I thought it would. But he is going to get another recycle up right here. As I believe I go for another low kick this time, because it should put him just out of range of his berry. He is going to go for the facade. And this turn, I am going to soft whale, calling him to want to go for the recycle, thinking that I'm going to low kick him into range, because he still does have his berry. As he does go for the recycle, he gets his berry back, but we get back up to a decent amount of health to where we can still check this thing. I'm going to go for another low kick, and we're going to repeat the cycle where I keep spamming low kick as he keeps spamming moves like recycle and such after this next facade right here. So here comes another low kick, and this is where we get the crit, and we're able to knock out the Snorlax. Now, I'm going to be honest, this is kind of the point where we end up pretty much winning the game. I am going to slow it down so it doesn't go crazy fast. He's going to go into his Tyranitar. Just kind of, this game's over regardless. He can't live a hit with his Drill. He can't live a hit with his Tyranitar. But his best bet to lower differential is to go into his Tar and get up the sand so that his Excadrill can outspeed me and potentially flinch me down with Iron Heads or something like that. But Mew is going to be able to pick up the kill on the Tyranitar, and he's going to go into the Excadrill. He's going to go for an Iron Head right here. As we are going to see, this is actually a banded drill, because we're at +6, and that's still a decent chunk, and he is going to be able to flinch us this first time, but as long as we do not get flinched this next turn, we will be able to knock him out with a low kick. As he does go for another Iron Head, and we throw off one more low kick, we're able to knock out this Excadrill, and we're able to pick up a very, very nice 6-0 victory against our buddy Jack right here in his Los Angeles Valienteis. So great game to him. Now, I know it said 6-0 on the screen, and, you know, obviously that looks a lot worse than it really is. Honestly, if we got crit once with that +6 lax, we lost the game. I had nothing else to really beat it, especially if he had, like, Fire Punch coverage for my Mega Scizor. I could potentially try and get up. What I would probably do is go into my Scizor and try and get up to, you know, +6 and Bullet Punch him down, maybe crit him with Bullet Punch, something like that. But other than that, I had to hope for a crit with my 2 low kick mons and maybe my Mamoswine or something like that. But regardless, we were able to win that crit war with the slow setup and stuff like that. And we are able to pick up a 6-0 victory, which pushes our win streak up to 2 games. So we go from 1-1 to 2-1 right here. We're able to make a nice comeback go above 500 here, which is great after starting the season off with a pretty rough loss. We are on a bit of a roll right now. We're playing very, very well, and hopefully we can continue doing so next week against JB Westside and his Arkansas Razor Ones. I think that's the name of his team. He recently took over for a team in the IBL, so I am excited to be his first match in this season of the league. I think he was a part of the IBL in the past, but regardless, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to go show Jackson love in the description. Go check out the team builder. Go check out the rest of our IBL videos or anything like that. Subscribe so you can catch our games as they go up. And again, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys later.